Hello, I'm Victoria, and today we're going to do a nice yin practice for the hips and for the heart. So we're going to get some nice juicy poses for the hips, and then we're going to get some nice chest openers as well. So for yin, because we do hold the poses for about 3 to 5 minutes, I like you to feel fully supported. So the props that I have, which you don't need to have, the props that I have, I've got a low down block, a couple normal size blocks, a bolster, and a blanket. Blanket's probably one of the main ones I'd love for you to be able to have. If you don't have a bolster, pillows, cushions, ones from your bed, piling them up would really work in place of a bolster, and just by folding up a blanket, that can work in place of a block as well. So I'll leave a full list in the description of different things you can use. So if you want to pause the video, go and grab things, go and look in the description box, see what you've got. It'll really make you really feel like you're getting the most out of this class, to feel the most supported, because we don't want to be really like uncomfortable, and we definitely don't want to be in pain in yin. We want to feel a slight sense of discomfort because you want to feel the stretch, but not anything that you can't stay in for a long time, nothing that's like too severe. So yeah, pause the video if you need, go and grab whatever you want, and then we will get started. We're going to start today in a child's pose, get straight into the hips and getting nice and grounded. So if you know you have sensitive knees, that would be a great time to maybe grab a blanket to place under your knees. And if you've got a bolster, or if you've got cushions, and grab your bolster, slide it between your legs, and then slowly bring yourself down to almost hug your bolster here in this child's pose with your knees apart and your big toes touch. Other options, if you don't have a bolster, really quickly, blocks for your forehead and a block to sit up on. Again, folded up blanket or pillows, cushions, whatever you need. So take a minute to really just settle in, find what works for you, fidget a little bit until you find the right position for you, and then we'll come down into stillness. Close down your eyes if you feel comfortable enough to, or just find a soft gaze. Take the time in this pose to really settle in, connect your breath, tune in to yourself. Now this class is all about opening our chest and our hips. But can you also be open to the possibility of being able to fully surrender during this practice? Can you be open to the possibility of truly surrendering to each pose and being open to see what can come from that? Especially in our first pose in yin, when we're still kind of getting settled in and we've still got a lot of energy from whatever we've been doing before. It can be quite fidgety. Can you allow yourself to just surrender down into whatever props you have, or maybe just the floor beneath you, knowing that it is there to support you? Can you relax all your muscles? Take a body scan down your forehead all the way down to your toes. With each exhale you take, can you release any tension or gripping you have found that is holding in your body? If you're lying on the side of your head, you can flip around to the other side now. It might feel a bit weird, it's not your usual side. But again, just allow yourself to be open to staying here. Resistance will come. Notice it and let it go. I'll take one more minute here in this pose. So for this final minute, is there anything else you can do that can make you even a tiny bit more comfortable, more relaxed? Take a big inhale in, fill up your belly. And a long exhale out. One more of them, big inhale in, fill up the belly. And this time sigh out your mouth. Really let all the breath out. Come on, the palm of your hands and slowly lift yourself up. Slide whatever props you have out of the way and we'll come into a rebound. So you don't have to do the same as me in the rebound. If there's something else that feels good for you, go for it. But it's just a position we hold for a short amount of time to really feel the effects of that one pose that we just did. So for me, I'm feeling stretching my legs out, bring my hands behind me, just let my legs sway, give them a nice tap. Onto the ankles. And really breathe deeply here. Slowly come up and out of whatever pose you chose. And we'll come into a shoelace pose. So shoelace can be quite intense. Really gets into the side of our hips. So we definitely recommend having something to sit up on. So I'm going to sit up on a block. You can sit up in your folded up blanket, cushions, whatever you need. If you've got blocks and you need 2 blocks, do that. If you need, do whatever you need, okay? So find whatever works for you. You come to take a seat. You might not need anything, and that's totally fine as well. Stretch your legs out in front of you and cross over your right leg so that your knee is now on top of your other knee. Send your toes behind you, and you can totally just stay here. If you want to stay here, that's fine. If not, Oh, also, if you're going to stay here, it might feel good to put something just under your knee just to support it, since you've got this extra weight, or something in between as well. But if you're not going to stay here, bend into your bottom leg and send it around. Now, this might need a little bit of adjusting to get yourself set up. And your toes to be kind of pointing as far back as they can, your knees in line. If you're here and you're like, no, then go back to the pose we've done before, or grab another block. You can also, if you've got your folded up blanket, if you've got a floating knee up here, then you can just slide your blanket in between your knees. Remember, this is yin. You're not trying to get into the deepest hip stretch you can, even though the ego might come in and be like, yeah, you need to do that. You need to really get into your hips. It's not swords not working. That is not the case for yin at all. Readjust yourself as you need and sit up nice and tall. We're going to take a few moments just here in this position, and then I'm going to give you the option to come into a side stretch. You do not need to do that. You can stay. And if at any point it feels too intense to stay in this pose, stretch out your bottom leg. And if your knees, final point, and then we'll settle in. If you're feeling any sharp pain in your knees in this position, come out of the pose straight away. We do not want to feel any pain in our knees. Okay, especially a sharp shooting pain. Come out of the pose straight away and find just any other pose that works for you. Okay, and you'll still be able to do the side stretch. So really settle in. Your hands fall wherever they want to naturally fall. Scan down your body. Sometimes when we're getting these intense stretches in our hips, it can cause us to grip and hold tension elsewhere in the body. So check in your forehead, your eyebrows, your jaw, shoulders, your neck. Check in with the hips themselves. Can you relax them anymore? Just keep breathing. Holding these poses for a lot longer, at less of a extreme, in air quotes, way really gets into these connective tissues, gets into our fascia, helps stretch them and open them up and get more fluids going into them, and really helps them in ways that we couldn't get into in a normal yoga practice where we move quite quickly from pose to pose. Now, option to stay here, option to lessen the pose, or we can come into a side stretch. So you can either just bring your right hand down to your side, just lift up and over there, or if you have your blocks or blankets or cushions, bolster, might be easier just to slide your bolster to alongside you. Come on your elbow and just let your hand rest. Pick up your left hand and let it just rest on your head as well. Maybe interlace your fingers. This is just going to be a short part of the pose because it really gets into this left side hip. If you've been into the side stretch, you'll feel that straight away. We're only going to be here for another minute. Take a full inhale and push yourself up if you're in the side stretch. Slide your props out the way. Slowly and carefully use your hands as you unwind your legs, untangle them. Come down off whatever props you were on, and again find whatever rebound feels good for you. I'm thinking talking of the legs, you might just like to lie on your back, maybe just lie in Shavasana. That's a really good rebound pose, to just lie and feel the effects in your hip. But of course we will need to do the other side. Just take a few more breaths here in your rebound, finding whatever movement. It might be movement, it might be stillness. And then we'll get started on the other side. Beau's woken up from her nap and wants to be involved. So set yourself up on the other side. Whatever props you needed before. You might notice straight away that this side might be way tighter than the other, or might be less tight. So pick up your left leg, bend at your knee, send it over the top of your right leg. Stay here or bend into your right knee. I know straight away that my left side is a lot tighter than my right. So I need a little bit of readjustment. Take as long as you need to set yourself up so you can get the most out of this pose. Whenever you're ready, let your hands fall wherever they want to. Close down your eyes or find a soft gaze. And really breathe here. It's full breaths. Feeling the belly rise and fall. If you have noticed that the side is a lot tighter, that's totally okay. We like to notice these things and accept them. But that's it. We don't think, oh, I really need to work on this side. It shouldn't be like that. We don't make up any stories or create any judgment. We don't compare. We just accept here, and we do whatever we need to do so we can still get the most out of this pose. Every time you breathe, imagine you're sending your breath down into your hips. With every exhale, your body relaxes even more. Now, option just to stay here or lessen the pose if it's getting too intense for you. Or you can come into your side bend. That again will only hold for a minute. If you have any props that you use the other side, use them. Slowly bring yourself down, whatever way works for you. You might come down into the side bend and think, no, it's just too intense on this side. And that's fine. Just come back out again, or just lift up a little bit higher if you can. But we want to keep this hip grounded down on your block or on the mat or whatever you're using. And keep an open chest. Almost there. Doing really well. This is not an easy in pose, but it'll feel so good once you're out of it. One more full round of breath. Big inhale in. Exhale, release out your mouth. Your next inhale, slowly lift yourself up if you're in the side stretch. And then you use your hands to carefully bring your legs back out in front of you. Slide any of your props out of the way. Again, find whatever rebound works for you. I think I'm just going to come back into my window wipers. So the little madam can move out of the way. If you feel like window wipers too, you can bring your hands behind you and just talk your legs. You will start to slide down your mat. So you'll need to scoot yourself back up a few times. But just really feel how that feels in your hips. You might like to just come to stillness and give them a rub. So our next pose is going to be supported fish with the option to do butterfly legs as well. So if you've got a bolster or you're piling up cushions, Beau, come on. Or you're piling up cushions, then go for that, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. Or if you have got blocks at home, you can use them as well by just placing one a long ways and then one for your head. Okay. Or if you've got a big chunky blanket, you can always wrap that up as well and then lie back on it. But it'll need to be quite a big blanket to do that. Okay, so I'll show you my bolster. So, or if you don't want to do the back bend, and you can just lie down flat and do the butterfly legs. So in a bolster, you want to shimmy yourself right up to the very edge, and then slowly roll down. Option just to let your legs come out long, or maybe just bend your knees, or come into your butterfly legs. Bring the soles of your feet together and your knees out wide. If you really want to do butterfly legs but feel like having your knees just hovering like this might be a bit too intense, grab blocks, pillows, fold up blanket, whatever you have, and place them underneath your knees for support. Let your hands come open down by your sides. And breathe here. Close down your eyes. Really feel your chest be open. In a pose like this, where we're really open with our hips and our chest, that can be a time that emotions might come up for you. We're really not used to being this open in our chest. You know, we spend so much time now kind of curled over at phones, laptops. So to open up our chest like this can feel like quite a lot sometimes for some people. If that's you, just allow whatever it is. And again, don't judge or compare, or just think that something's wrong. Allow anything that's coming up. you've got your hands open like this, check in with them. Are you gripping? Are you holding your fingers in? Can you relax and open them out? Just keep breathing here. One final more minute in this pose. If the butterfly legs is feeling too much, feel free to release them. If the back bend's feeling too much and you just want to stay with the butterfly, do that too. Do whatever you can to get the most out of this next minute. And really feel like you can relax. Take a full inhale in. Exhale out. One more full inhale in. Exhale out of your mouth. If you were in butterfly legs, use your hands to slowly lift them back up. Carefully, slowly roll over to one side. Slide your bolster, whatever props you were using, out of the way. And find your rebound. It might just be that you like to just stay here on your side, hug your knees into your chest. We'll take a few rounds of breath here. Whenever you're ready, slowly slide yourself over onto your back for Shavasana. Maybe if you have a bolster, place that under your knees. Blanket and eye pillow, do whatever you need to be comfortable here. I'm gonna grab my blanket and get nice and cozy. Take up space here if you have space by taking your feet mat width distance. Let your hands come out wide, palms facing up. And take a few rounds of cleansing breath here. Releasing anything we don't need to allow ourselves to fully melt down into the floor. Just take a big inhale in, fill up your belly, your lungs and your chest. Exhale out your mouth. Again, big inhale in. Exhale out your mouth. One more biggest inhale you've taken yet. Filling right up with breath. A long, big exhale out your mouth, emptying the belly. And slowly, gently come back to your normal rhythm of breath. Relax down the muscles in your forehead. Relax your eyebrows and the space between your eyebrows. Relax down your eyelids, your cheeks, and release any tension or holding in your jaw. Allow your shoulders to melt down into the mat beneath you. Your arms and your hands fully relaxed. Allow your belly to soften. Allow your hips to relax. Your legs to fall heavy, your feet to flop to whatever way they want to. Whole body relaxed and melting down into the floor beneath you, knowing you're supported here and it's safe to do so. Enjoy these next few moments here in your Shavasana. If you'd like even longer here, pause the video, take as long as you need. If you're ready to get up, slowly start to bring your awareness back into your breath. Allow it to become deeper. To wriggle your fingers and your toes as you come back into your body. And take a full body stretch, either hands up and overhead or out wide. Whenever you're ready, hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a big hug, a well-deserved hug, taking this time for you. Slowly roll over onto one side, whatever side feels right for you, and use your hands as a pillow as we take a final moment here on our sides in this peace and stillness. Keeping your eyes closed if you can, carefully push yourself up into a comfortable seated position of your choice. And bring your hands together in front of your heart. A big inhale, feel into the space you've created throughout this practice. And exhale, bow your head down to your hands. Giving thanks to your body for everything it does on and off the mat. For taking this time to practice yin and put yourself first. Another full inhale. Exhale, start to rub your hands together, building up heat and energy between your two palms. Really feel the warmth. And then place your palms over your eyes. Feel that warmth and energy now go into your eyes. Keep your hands where you are as you carefully blink open your eyes, allowing little bits of light to come in between your fingers. Slowly release your hands down to heart center, one hand on top of the other. We'll end with a final full breath in together. Thank you for practicing with me today. Thank you for your time and your energy, and I hope that made you feel nice and relaxed and a bit more open. Drink water, do whatever you need to do, and I'll hopefully see you again sometime soon. Thank you.